Well, good morning, everybody. It is going to be a very strange day in the life. I don't exactly know where things are going to progress today. Here is our current status. We have 2 of the 5 of us with positive breakthrough COVID cases. However, everyone is feeling fine, just like a minor cold, but we are here for a minute. So what we are doing today, what I am doing today, because the people who are positive are kind of staying away from everybody else, is obviously we need to make the bed, maybe. Also, and this is the big project, my basement has issues and I want to spend at least an hour down there. I'm trying to break up these huge chores into smaller, manageable chunks so that I don't get overwhelmed. And it's a rainy, cold day. It's one of those weird days we have in the South where it starts warmer and gets colder throughout the day. So there's a big cold front coming through. So yeah, trying to just ring in the new year with some organization, some resetting, and a positive frame of mind. So yeah, let's do it. I wanted to show you guys this book. I started going through it last year, but I didn't finish. And I found a lot of comfort in it. I found it incredibly centering. Stoicism is not a religion, it is a philosophy. So you can absolutely practice whatever faith you practice alongside of Stoicism. But if you're someone who tends to struggle with anxiety and feeling fearful about things that you can't control, I have found this book is just like the best small bites of Stoicism without being too overwhelming, because Greek philosophy can be overwhelming. So I'm reading this every day. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend. I will put it down in the description box. But if you guys cannot order off of Amazon, even though my link will be affiliate, if you have a local bookstore that you can either buy it from in person or go and have them order it for you, local independent bookstores are kind of my jam right now. So try to find a bookstore. Okay, and on the topic of what I'm reading, I also received this as a Christmas gift. The one son that I didn't mention in my day after Christmas video gave me this book, which was such a considerate gift, and I'm super excited to read. I've already read the first chapter, and she and I share very similar backgrounds, and I love Brené Brown. I have read every single one of her books, and my reward for doing some work down in the basement is going to be getting to spend some time with maybe a cup of tea and reading this amazing book. Okay, the important thing right now is to not judge what I'm getting ready to show you. Because this basement is in bad shape. So this is where I did all of my Christmas wrapping, okay? So that, like, those are some boxes. There's a lot down here that we just need to deal with trash. There's, for some reason, some empty seltzer bottles because in the gym part of our downstairs basement, we have a fridge. And so we fill that up, and then I don't know why those didn't make it upstairs. The Christmas stuff is kind of, and these 2 things are going to be part of my linen closet remodel video, and that's a mess. The Christmas stuff is just thrown down here, but for good reason. That's kind of just how we do it. And then I have to, today, put everything away. Like the tree has to go back into its container, and my Christmas closet needs to be stored, or everything needs to go back in there. So hold on, and I'm going to show you my Christmas closet. Also, I just want to say, I realize how incredibly blessed we are to have this huge space down here. I struggle with it though because it's not really designated into zones as well as it could be, other than we have our home gym right here and then we have like a big home theater. But because it's so much open space, the kids tend to just throw things down here. I tend to just throw things down here. So one of my goals, not for today because that's overly ambitious, but for kind of the month of January, is to get this space to where the zones are more designated, to where everything that's actually storage will go in the storage room, which is right here. It's that unfinished space we have down here. And just to make it a little more intentional, because right now I kind of don't want to be down here because it's such a disaster. Do you have an area in your home like that? Yeah, I call it my den of iniquity. Here is my Harry Potter slash Christmas closet. Now, these are the big baby gates that we used to use for Sweet Max that hopefully we will get another great peer at some point. We'll do another rescue, so I definitely need to keep those. But this year, for the first time, I'm putting the Christmas stuff in the back and the fall stuff in the front. Now that is only about half of the Christmas stuff. So these will need to come out so that I can fit everything else. Everything but the tree for the family room will go in here. And that way I know where it is, it's protected. Also, because it's enclosed and finished, I don't have to worry about like dust, or it's fairly, even though we don't have heating and air conditioning down here, it never gets too cold or too hot. So I don't have to worry about anything melting like I did in our attic in Texas. So even if I don't like put the lids on these and things like that, things are fairly safe and protected. But when everything is in here, this will be like filled to the gunnels. So gunnels, is that a word? I don't know. So I won't want to go back there. That's my tree from my office right there. I won't want to have to get anything back there. I did have luggage back there, which was stupid because then I would end up having to pull everything out. So the goal is that all the Christmas stuff would go back there and stay back there. And then the fall stuff would be in the front so that next fall I can just pull out the fall decor and then I can get the Christmas decor out and then put everything away in January, which is the project that I'm working on now. So there you go. And here is all the mess of the luggage and some more of the Christmas stuff. And there's my son's music stuff. When I said this was the den of iniquity, I was not kidding. This is bad, you guys. It's bad. Don't judge me right now. If you watched my gift wrap video, I talked about how much I love using gift boxes and how I recycle them year after year. Wanted to show you guys as I'm putting this tub together. These are all of the boxes that we used, or most of them. A couple of them were destroyed, but a lot of them, plenty to get us started next year. I'm also putting in this same bin my ribbon. I had just a little bit of shred left. And then this is a box of Christmas cards that I actually got at Costco. Costco usually does these every year, and sometimes I haven't loved them, but this year's collection, oh my gosh, they were so beautiful. And I don't remember exactly how much it was for the box. I remember thinking, wow, that's an amazing deal. I want to say maybe it was $25. It might have even been less than that. But I used these for the mailman and my hairdresser and all the people that I like to give gift cards to at Christmas time. And we don't do like regular Christmas cards anymore, but I do always have a bunch of people that I need to give cards to. And most of them are like 3D and they're so stinking cute. And I only used maybe not even half of them. So those will be perfect for next year. I don't know if you're like me. What I tend to do is buy stuff that I can reuse, but then I forget where I put it. So hopefully by having it all together in this clear bin and also making this video, I will remember where I put it. And just so we're clear, yes, I've got the tree put away, but look at this disaster that I'm still trying to work my way through. Now, I set a timer for an hour because that's as long as I'm going to be down here today, and we may not get this project finished, and that is okay. A bit of a game of Tetris, but all of the fall, Halloween, and Christmas decor is now safely in the Harry Potter closet. Now, obviously, I actually could have put even more stuff in here, but this is everything that I own, so this is perfect. I don't need to go buy stuff just to store it, but I actually have nails in the wall to hang the wreaths up. So I've got my fall wreaths on this side, my big front door Christmas wreath there, and then the rest of the household wreaths are in a wreath bag in the back. And then I have my Christmas tree ornaments are right there. That is a huge box from the Container Store that I bought years ago that I just love. All of my decor are in the red boxes, so I know that they're Christmas, but also they're in here, so I know. These are things I don't really have to worry about, and we don't get a lot of dust in this closet, and so it's not a huge area where I need to be worried about temperature or dust or anything like that. So that's why I can leave these wreaths without covering them up. Obviously, if you were doing it in a garage or in an attic, you would want to wrap those maybe in a plastic garbage bag, or you could get those wreath bags, which are really nice. And then I've got all the fall decor is toward the front and the Christmas decor is toward the back. So it's going to be really easy for me to get everything out. It's all in one place. I don't have it stored anywhere else in the house. And I'm just so happy right now because it's all finished. Adieu until next year. Oh, and just like that, my 1 hour timer that I set so that I didn't get off track is done. We did it! Yay! Just to be clear, if you had asked me how long is this project going to take, I would have estimated all day. Sometimes setting a timer is like my favorite hack because I had 1 hour to work on this today. 1 hour. That was how much time I could spare in my schedule. That was what I felt like I had the energy to do. And I told myself after an hour, if I'm not done, then we're going to just call it a day. But I'm done. So, I'm just saying, sometimes things don't take nearly as long as you think they're going to. And I tend to procrastinate because I get it worked up in my mind as being such a major ordeal. But in 1 hour, I got the tree put back in the bag put back where it goes, and all of Christmas stored correctly and put back into the Christmas closet. I'm overjoyed. Had I not done that, and quite frankly, if I didn't have a YouTube channel where I wanted to film this for you guys, I could have let this go for weeks thinking it was going to take a whole day. It didn't. It took 1 hour. I'm very proud of myself. So I've been really busy, and I came up here looking for Walter because I didn't know where he was. And yeah, can't really. There he is. Tell me you are an entitled rescue dog without telling me you're an entitled rescue dog. Really, Walter? Really? He's like, yep, I'm very comfortable. See you later, Mom. Gonna take a nap. Okay, this is so sad, but I think I got all of the week's plans covered up. I didn't do just that much, which was left of that trip, but yeah. So another canceled Disney trip. It's okay. It is being rescheduled. I have a very good attitude about it. I just got back. I am bummed because Scott had requested this week's vacation quite a long time ago, and I was really looking forward to the part of this trip that was going to be just he and I, that now is not going to happen. But he has another week's vacation scheduled in March. We don't know where we're going yet, but we are going to get out of town, just the two of us. So I'm just going to be patient. We're going to wait out this little bit of a COVID storm, and we will have time together coming soon. So I'm going to be positive. So yeah, I'm not sure I went into a lot of detail about why we canceled. I think I did. Anyway, bottom line, multiple people in this house tested positive for COVID. Scott and I did not. Nonetheless, under the circumstances, for a variety of reasons and with rising caseloads, even though we're all triple vaxxed, we made the decision to cancel our January trip and just stay home for January. It just seemed like the right call, and everybody has to navigate that for themselves. So I am not I'm super grateful. In fact, we just heard from Disney Vacation Club, and they even put our points that should have gone into holding. And if you're a DVC member and you want me to, I might do a whole video on this, but when you cancel a trip less than 30 days before it's supposed to happen, the points are supposed to go into holding, and there's all kinds of limitations on how you can use them. I knew that that was what was going to happen, and I was perfectly willing to deal with that and to figure it out. But someone on Twitter suggested that I contact them. So I sent them an email, and they immediately said that they would make an exception. That's kind of funny because, and I'll go over this if I do like the whole video on it, but they said that they would note it in our file that they made the exception, kind of sort of to say, if you make a habit of this, we won't make the exception, but because you've never done this before, we will go ahead and put them back in your regular account. Very happy about that because we have a December use year, so we now have all year to use those points. So we will figure out a way to reschedule. Like I said, I feel very, very fortunate that everything that we had scheduled, with the exception of we did have Cirque du Soleil tickets that we have given to a friend, but everything else I was easily able to get our money back. We will be back. We go to Disney all the time. But yeah, I was just really looking forward to time with Scott, but that's okay because we'll have another trip. We'll get our trip together coming. Just have to be a little bit more patient. This is my personal planner. If you guys watched my last day in life, I talked about how I'm using two different planners. I'm using the Happy Planner, the Disney one, and then I'm using this Plum Paper planner, which I love. But I had nothing on the schedule next week. No appointments, no work appointments, nothing that I have to do. Like there's nothing being done in the house. No one is scheduled to be anywhere. Scott is on vacation. So we kind of have this entire random week where we were supposed to be gone. Boo-hoo, yes, I'm sad. But looking for the silver lining, I don't remember when, literally, maybe, I can't even tell you, when we have had a week like this. Maybe the very, very beginning of the pandemic when I thought it would last like 2 weeks and I said I would do a video every day we were in lockdown. Oh, ridiculous 2019, Jen. Little did she know. So yeah, I don't know. Like I scheduled I try to do 3 hard workouts a day. So I went ahead and put in here my 3 hard workout days. I put in here like a little bit of me time. I put in here an actual weekend where I'm going to take 2 days off of work. Like, I don't understand what's happening here. Like, I did write that I'm going to work a little bit tomorrow, and I'll definitely, I have in my work planner scheduled time to work this week, even though I was supposed to be semi-off. I don't know, you guys. I'm not hating this. Like, I realize that we might get bored, but it's going to be really, really cold outside, but also sunny, well, until Thursday. And by the way, this is a really weird thing that I do, that I write the weather, especially because we live in Atlanta and the weather changes all the time. But, I just feel like I have more control over it if it's written down. That makes sense, right? No. So there's still some serious organizing to get done down here. But look at everything I got done. Like, ignore all this. That's all my husband's stuff. That could be better organized. Those of you that have been watching the channel since the beginning, this is where I used to film my videos. The Christmas closet's over there. And then over here, I vacuumed everything. This is my husband's modeling area, which is kind of a mess. Actually, it's not that bad. Look at all of his models, you guys. It's so funny that he is a pilot, and for fun, he makes airplane models, but check it out. And then as we move up, we've got some Lego up there, and then these are all the models that he has yet to build. So yeah, sometimes I think he should do his own channel, just talking about the modeling process, because it's serious. And there's Buzz, and he's making a not so nice hand gesture, so pretend you didn't see that. Anyway, I got the vacuuming done. Still need to put some things away. There's my Cricut that I don't know how to use. Over here, we still have some organizing to do. However, I'm going to call it good enough for today because it's clean. Things are fairly put away. And that Christmas closet, that was our big event of the day. And Scooby is not judging. Right, Scooby? Yup. So I decided to go for a walk. Can you guys tell I'm doing like all the things from my toolbox of how to cope? So walking is one of those things. And I'm listening to Glennon Doyle's podcast this week, which is Things Not to Say. to people that are going through a hard time. And it's amazing. I will link it below. If you don't know who Glennon Doyle is, you should know who she is. And I would be overjoyed to be the one to introduce her to you. She has written so many books that interestingly have helped me throughout different chapters of my life as she's evolved with who she is, and I just adore her. So many hours later, we watched the Harry Potter 20th anniversary documentary. Oh my gosh, I bawled like a baby. Have you guys seen this? I don't know if it was because so much of my kids' childhood is tied to the Harry Potter books and movies, but that was so emotional for me. And for the kids too. We watched socially distanced, and yeah, it was really good. It was a great way to end this day. I felt like getting stuff done today was so good for me. My anxiety was getting the better of me this morning, and so actually thank you guys, because filming the video and having you guys along helped me stay focused, but I also felt like I just had company as I was doing my work. And a lot of the times I find that healthy productivity really helps me. I have to be careful a little bit. I'm a lot like the character of Louisa in Encanto, which, by the way, if you haven't seen it yet, make sure you watch it. But yeah, it was a healthy amount of productivity for me today. And I'm a little stunned at everything that we got done. I mean, basically all of Christmas is put away except for a couple of things. And I noticed in my kitchen cabinets, I still need to put away, and the Christmas dishes, but nothing. I mean, I've never gotten that much done in one day before. And wrestling the Christmas tree was fun. Normally that's a 2-person job. So I don't know, maybe I was taking out my stress and anxiety on the Christmas tree bag. That's okay. Whatever it takes, right? I hope you're ready for the week ahead. And if you're not, it's going to happen anyway. So I hope you can just find some peace, even for just a few minutes. I hope that you know how loved you are, how valuable you are. And I just hope that we can all face the week with as much courage and optimism as we can muster. And if you can't muster either one of those things, then my hope is that you have people around you that can carry you through. So anyway, whatever you're doing, I hope you're finding joy. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already. It would really mean the world to me. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up. And if you like the content I'm doing here on this channel, share it with a friend. That does more than I could possibly tell you for the channel, and it just means a lot to me. So I'll see you guys next time.